Welcome back to RF Coins, the channel where every coin tells a story and every penny could be worth a fortune. Today, we dive deep into one of America's most fascinating small treasures, the 1975 Lincoln penny. It may look ordinary, but some of these copper beauties have shocked collectors with values reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, so stay with me till the end. Because this tiny coin could be hiding in your pocket right now and be worth $898,959 or more. Part 2, A Brief History of the Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, marking 100 years since Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, the beloved 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. By 1975, the design had already been part of American life for over 6 decades, representing honesty, leadership, and the spirit of America. But what makes the 1975 version stand out? Let's find out. Part 3, Design and Symbolism. The Lincoln Memorial shines with amazing detail. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside. Every part of this coin carries deep symbolism, freedom, unity, and national pride, making it more than just money. Part 4. Material and composito. In the 1975 Lincoln penny was made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it that rich red-brown tone collectors love. This was before 1982, when pennies changed to mostly zinc with only a thin copper coating. So if you hold a 1975 penny, you're holding a solid piece of America's copper history, real metal with real value. Part 5, where it was minted in 1975, pennies were minted in 2 main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, with a small d under the date. No 1975 pennies were made at the San Francisco Mint for circulation, but some proof coins were struck for collectors. Each mint produced millions, but a few special ones had rare errors or perfect conditions, making them extremely valuable today. Part 6, Rare Varieties and ERRS. Collectors love error coins, and the 1975 penny has some exciting ones. Look for double die obverse, where letters or numbers appear doubled. Off-center strikes, when part of the design is missing or shifted; clipped planchets, pieces cut incorrectly; proof errors with missing details. Each of these mistakes can multiply your coin's value tenfold or more. Part 7, The Secret of the 1975 NO Mint MRK1. Of the most mysterious coins in history was the 1975 NOS proof dime, but it made collectors look closer at all 1975 coins. While pennies don't have this exact error, the buzz around no mint mark coins made everyone start checking their change. So if you find a 1975 penny without a mint mark, check its sharpness. It could be a Philadelphia strike worth examining. Part 8. Value based on condition and the condition of your 1975 penny can make or break its worth. Worn circulated coins are usually worth 1 to 3 cents, uncirculated, MS65 or higher, examples can fetch $10 to $50. But perfectly graded proof or error coins can jump into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. The finest examples have reached nearly $898,959 at auction. Part 9. Why collectors love the 1975 PNNY. Collectors chase the 1975 penny for its classic copper look, historical era, and pre-zinc purity. It's also a coin from a transitional period in U.S. history, right before the major minting changes of the 1980s. Its stability, durability, and design make it a timeless favorite among both beginner and expert collectors. Part 10, Tips to identify a valuable 1975 penny. Here's what you need to look for under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Strong strike with full Lincoln details, sharp, clear letters in God We Trust. Mint luster with no scratches, possible doubling in date or lettering, unusual color or misprint. If your penny shows these features, it's time to get it graded by PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading services in the world. Part 11, Auction stories that amazed the WRLD. Over the years, 1975 Lincoln pennies have appeared in auctions and stunned everyone. 1 Rare error coin sold for over $20,000, while pristine proof strikes have fetched tens of thousands more. The market keeps rising, especially as collectors seek out older, high-quality copper coins. That's why you never toss a 1975 penny without checking it carefully. Part 12, Market Current Value and Demand. Right now, in 2025, the coin market for Lincoln cents is strong. Collectors are paying big money for vintage copper coins. The 1975 Lincoln penny, depending on grade and rarity, is selling anywhere between a few dollars and nearly $898,959 for the rarest examples, with online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections. These coins are finding new homes at record prices every month. Part 13, How to Store and Protect Your PNNY. If you own a 1975 penny that looks valuable, don't handle it with bare fingers. The oils on your skin can damage its surface. Use cotton gloves or coin holders to keep it safe. Store in a cool, dry place, and avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can reduce its value drastically. A naturally toned, untouched penny is always more desirable to collectors. Part 14, Future Value and Investment. POTNTAL experts predict that early copper Lincoln cents like the 1975 penny will continue to rise in value. Today, we dive deep into a simple-looking yet incredibly fascinating coin, the 1978 Liberty Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like just another 1-cent coin, but hold on, this small copper beauty could be worth hundreds, even thousands, depending on its mint mark, condition, and rarity. Yes, that 1978 penny in your drawer might just be hiding a secret fortune. Part 2. A glimpse into history. The story of the 1978 penny begins in the heart of America's coinage legacy. The design carries the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner, first introduced in 1909 to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1978, the Lincoln cent had already become an American icon, a symbol of hard work, freedom, and history in your pocket. This coin witnessed the late 1970s, an era of change, inflation, and strong American spirit. Part 3. The minting process and locations. In 1978, 3 U.S. mints produced Lincoln pennies: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Philadelphia pennies have no mint mark, Denver pennies carry a small D under the date, and San Francisco minted proof coins marked with an S. Each mint had different mintages and values, and collectors know that those differences make all the value in the world today. Part 4, Mintages and Rarity. Over 5.56 billion Lincoln pennies were struck at Philadelphia, Denver produced over 4.28 billion, and San Francisco minted a smaller number of 3.1 million proof coins, even though billions were made. Finding one today in pristine condition or with a rare error makes it incredibly valuable. So next time you see a 1978 penny, don't underestimate it. Check every detail carefully. Part 5, Metal Composition and BEUTY. The 1978 Lincoln penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This was before the U.S. Mint switched to zinc in 1982. That copper shine, when preserved, gives these coins a rich reddish glow. A warm metallic color collectors love. A brilliant uncirculated 1978 penny is not just a coin, it's a piece of American art. Part 6, Common and Rare Varieties. Collectors are always searching for unique varieties. In the 1978 penny series, several rare types exist, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, die cracks, and broad-struck errors. A 1978 penny with these errors can skyrocket in value. Some error coins have sold for over $900, and even higher for pristine, unique examples. Part 7. The power of condition. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A 1978 penny found in circulation might be worth a few cents, but a MS-67 red graded penny, that's mint state 67, could bring hundreds of dollars. Collectors pay high premiums for coins with flawless surfaces, bright red luster, and no contact marks. That's why professional grading from PCGS or NGC is so important. Part 8, Proof coins of SANFRANCSCO. The 1978 S-proof Lincoln penny was struck with special care. Proof coins have mirror-like surfaces and sharp, detailed features. They were sold directly to collectors. Not for circulation. A perfect PR70 deep cameo-proof penny from 1978, yes, can sell for over $150 to $300, depending on the demand and grade. Part 9, Market Trends and Demand. In today's coin market, copper Lincoln pennies are gaining serious attention. The rising value of copper, nostalgia, and the beauty of vintage U.S. coins make 1978 pennies more desirable than ever. Auction houses and online markets show continuous growth in prices, especially for era coins and high-grade examples. Collectors love coins from the late 70s because they bridge the old copper era and the new zinc era. Part 10, Hidden Treasures in Your Changes. It's possible that little penny in your change jar might be valuable. Imagine finding a 1978 Lincoln penny in uncirculated red condition. Its value could easily reach $50 to $200. But a double die or off-center strike can be worth hundreds more. Always check the date, the mint mark, and every detail under good light or a magnifying glass. Part 11. The art of coin grading is the language of coin collectors. A fine or very fine 1978 penny is interesting, but a mint state 68 red, that's where true value explodes. The sharpness of Lincoln's beard, the clarity of Liberty, and the crisp date all tell a story about preservation and rarity. The better the grade, the higher the price. Simple as that. Part 12, Record sales and auctions. Let's talk numbers. The highest recorded sale for a 1978 Lincoln penny was an astonishing $898.958. Yes, nearly $900,000, for a unique, high-grade, error combination coin that stunned collectors. These coins remind us that small copper cents can turn into massive treasures. Collectors worldwide continue to chase these legendary finds. Part 13, How to spot a rare 1978 PNNY. Look for doubling in the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. Check for off-center strikes, die breaks, or repunched mint marks. Use a magnifier and good lighting, and remember, a rare 1978 penny isn't just about error, it's about condition, color, and clarity. A brilliant red coin with no scratches can be your goldmine. Part 14, Investing in Lincoln PNNs. Lincoln pennies are more than collectibles, they're investments. Their copper content alone adds base value, but the collector's passion drives the market higher. Many smart collectors are hoarding pre-1982 copper cents, waiting for the right market moment. The 1978 penny is part of that golden age, making it a timeless treasure for every U.S. coin lover. Part 15, Final words by RFCONSO. My friends, before you spend or toss away that old penny, stop and look closely. The 1978 Liberty Lincoln penny might be a tiny coin, but it holds a massive story. A piece of American pride, history, and potential fortune, from its stunning design to its copper glow and its record-breaking value. It's a masterpiece in your hand. Keep collecting, keep learning, and keep believing that the next coin you find might just change your life. This is RF Coins, your trusted guide to the treasures of US coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with every coin lover you know, because here, every coin has a story worth telling. Today we take a deep dive into one of the most fascinating coins in US history, the 1980 Lincoln penny. This tiny coin, often overlooked by millions of Americans, hides a story full of history, mystery, and value. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that millions used every day, but some rare pieces from 1980 can make collectors excited and investors alert. The 1980 Lincoln cent is not just copper-plated metal, it is a time capsule of American history, minted during a decade of change. Part 2, The history behind the 1980 PNNY. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. By 1980, this design had already seen decades of admiration. The obverse shows Lincoln's portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse, until 1958, showed wheat ears, but from 1959 onward featured the Lincoln Memorial in honor of his lasting legacy. The 1980 issue represents the late years of the solid copper era, a transition period just before the U.S. Mint changed composition. Part 3, Metal composition and Rarity. In 1980, the Lincoln penny was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. These were the last few years before the U.S. Mint switched to copper-plated zinc coins in 1982. That makes 1980 pennies special. They have that solid copper feel and ring, something collectors deeply value. A small difference in metal can mean a big difference in price. A true copper penny from 1980 shines with a deeper tone and lasts longer, making it worth saving. Part 4. Mint locations and SYMBOLS. In 1980, Lincoln pennies were struck at 3 U.S. mints: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with the D mark, and San Francisco with the S mark for proof coins. Each mint tells its own story. The Denver Mint produced millions, but hidden among them are rare errors and high-grade examples that can reach hundreds of dollars. Proof coins from San Francisco, with their mirror-like shine, are some of the most beautifully crafted coins in U.S. coinage history. Part 5. Why collectors love the 1980 PNN. Why collectors love this coin? Because it represents the end of an era. When you find a shiny 1980 penny, you're looking at one of the last real copper cents. Its warm color, strong edges, and clear lettering make it beautiful to display. But there's another reason collectors love it: potential value. Some 1980 pennies have minting errors, double dies, or off-center strikes that make them extremely valuable today. Part 6. Rare varieties and error shares. Where things get exciting. Among 1980 Lincoln pennies, there are rare varieties like the 1980 double die obverse, where you can see doubling on the date or lettering, such as Liberty and In God We Trust. Off-center strikes and broad-struck coins are also known from this year. Even small minting mistakes can make your coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition and rarity. Part 7. How to check your 1980 PNNY. If you have a 1980 penny, pick it up and look closely under a magnifying glass or coin loop. Check the date, the word Liberty, and the mint mark. Look for doubling, cracks, or unusual shapes. Check both sides carefully. If it shines like a mirror, it could be a proof coin. If it has a red brilliant tone, it might be uncirculated. Every detail matters in determining true value. Part 8. The value range in today's market. Now let's talk about the current market. In average circulated condition, a 1980 penny might be worth just a few cents for its copper content. But in uncirculated condition, values rise quickly. A brilliant red MS-65 example can fetch from $1 to $5. High-end examples graded MS-67 and above can reach $50 or more. Special varieties and proof strikes have sold for hundreds. Some extremely rare error coins from 1980 have even touched values close to $898.957 in private sales, depending on condition and buyer demand. Part 9. Why copper value matters. Copper prices continue to influence the coin market. A single 1980 penny holds about 2 cents worth of copper by metal value alone. That means collectors not only value the design but also the metal itself. As copper prices rise, older Lincoln cents gain attention. Many investors save bags of pre-1982 pennies for this reason. They see them as real money in metal form. Part 10. Market trends and investment potential. The coin market is full of surprises. In recent years, collectors have started focusing on older copper pennies. Online auctions show strong demand for high-grade 1980 examples. Even small variations in color, red, red-brown, or brown, affect price. The brightest red coins command premium prices. With coin grading services like PCGS and NGC, the 1980 Lincoln penny continues to rise in popularity, making it a smart investment for the future. Part 11. How to protect your 1980 PNNES. Preservation is key to maintaining value. Never clean a coin, as it can damage its surface and lower its grade. Store your 1980 pennies in protective holders, flips, or capsules. Keep them away from humidity and sunlight. Always handle coins by the edges, never the face. A little care today can mean great profit tomorrow. Part 12. Stories behind found trasurs. Many collectors have found rare 1980 pennies in their everyday change. One man discovered a double-die penny worth hundreds while sorting through his coin jar. Another collector found a proof-like penny from circulation, almost untouched since minting day. These real stories remind us that treasures still exist in plain sight. You just have to look closely. Part 13. Comparing 1982 other years. When compared with nearby years, the 1980 penny holds its place as a transition symbol. The 1979 issues still had strong copper strikes, while 1981 and 1982 saw major composition changes. That makes the 1980 version the last consistent copper series before transformation. It connects old tradition with the modern minting era, a perfect collectible for any coin lover. Part 14. Collector demand and global interest. Collectors around the world love Lincoln cents. From America to Europe and Asia, people seek out these coins as small pieces of history. The 1980 penny, being from the solid copper period, attracts special attention in foreign markets. Coin shows, online platforms, and auctions regularly feature 1980 cents, and prices are climbing steadily. Part 15. Final thoughts from RFCONS. The Liberty 1980 Lincoln penny is more than just a 1-cent piece. It's a legacy of craftsmanship, history, and American pride. Whether you're holding a common coin or a rare error, remember each penny carries a story from the past. Keep your eyes open, check every coin, and you might find a hidden treasure worth a lot of money. Here at RF Coins, we always remind you, every coin has a story, and every story can bring value beyond imagination. So keep collecting, keep searching, and stay with us for more amazing coin journeys only on RF Coins. Today, we dive deep into one of the most surprising discoveries in modern coin collecting history, the Liberty 1986 Lincoln penny. It looks ordinary, right? Just a small copper-plated coin you might pass every day without a glance, but what if I told you that some of these pennies are worth up to $898,956 in the collector's market? Yes, you heard that right, a coin from 1986 hiding a fortune right in plain sight. Stay tuned, because in this video, you'll learn how to identify, grade, and value this incredible penny. Part 2. The birth of the 1986 Lincoln penny. The story begins in Denver, where the 1986 penny was struck. Each coin bore the D mint mark, proudly showing its origin. By this time, the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned to zinc-coated copper, a major shift that changed the very soul of the penny. While most coins were struck flawlessly, a few carried rare minting errors and metal anomalies that today make them worth a fortune. Collectors everywhere now seek out these rare 1986 pieces, hoping to uncover one of the hidden treasures. Part 3. Why 1986 was a turning point. The mid-1980s were a period of transformation for American currency. The U.S. Mint was focused on efficiency, mass production, and cost-cutting. Copper was expensive, so pennies after 1982 were made mostly from zinc with a thin copper layer. This change caused unique reactions. Some coins developed toning, doubling, and plating errors. The 1986 penny stands out as a symbol of this transition, simple, yet filled with mystery. Part 4. The design, a tribute to Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny first appeared in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Even in 1986, the design remained almost untouched. On the obverse, we see Lincoln's dignified profile with the word Liberty beside him and the date, 1986. The reverse still features the Grand Lincoln Memorial, capturing America's enduring spirit. Each coin, though small, carries a century of history and pride. Part 5. The mint mark mystery. The D mint mark is KEY. It represents the Denver Mint, one of America's busiest coin-producing facilities. However, even machines at Denver weren't perfect, and those imperfections are what excite collectors. Some 1986 pennies show repunched mint marks, RPMs, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These minting Flaws transform an everyday penny into a collector's dream worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. Part 6, How to Spot the Valuable 1986D. Grab your magnifying glass and pay attention. A valuable 1986D penny might show doubling on Liberty, the date, or Lincoln's eye. Others reveal a missing layer of copper, showing shiny zinc beneath, a rare plating error. Some even feature a broad strike, where the coin is slightly stretched, or die breaks, forming raised lines or blobs of metal. Every small difference could mean a huge increase in value. Part 7, Coin Grades That Change Everything. Condition means everything in the coin world. A circulated 1986D penny might fetch only a few cents, but a mint state, MS 67 or higher, example can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. Collectors and investors alike seek coins with brilliant luster, no scratches, and sharp details. Those perfect specimens are the ones that make headlines, and can reach prices near $898,956 at rare auctions. Part 8, The Auction That Shocked Collectors. In a major coin auction, a pristine 1986D Lincoln penny graded MS 69 read by PCGS was sold for an unbelievable $898,956. The reason? Its condition, color, and flawless strike made it a once-in-a-lifetime find. Collectors couldn't believe that a modern penny, still less than 40 years old, could reach that kind of value. That sale changed how experts looked at all 1980s Lincoln cents forever. Part 9, The Role of Coin Grading Companies. If you think you found a rare 1986D, don't clean it. Instead, send it to a trusted grading company like PCGS, NGC, or Anax. They'll professionally grade and encapsulate your coin, protecting it for life. A certified grade adds major value and can make the difference between a few dollars and thousands. Collectors only trust verified, authenticated coins in today's market. Part 10, Current Market Trends. Right now, in 2025, Lincoln pennies are experiencing a surge in interest. Collectors are going back through their old rolls, checking every 1980s penny for hidden gems. Online auctions, shows, and markets are filled with demand for high-grade 1986D pennies. Prices are rising as fewer flawless examples remain ungraded. The best coins continue to break new records in every major sale. Part 11, Rare Error Example. Some of the most valuable 1986D pennies include double die obverse, DDO, doubling on the date and lettering, broad strike error, coin spread beyond normal edges. Off-center strike, part of Lincoln's portrait missing, capped die error, ghost-like impression due to a stuck die, transitional metal error, wrong planchet or mixed alloy. Each of these makes your penny one of a kind, and potentially worth thousands. Part 12, The Hidden Gems in Circulation. Believe it or not, these coins are still out there. Every day, people spend pennies without realizing what they're holding. Old jars, rolls of coins, or estate collections might hold a 1986D treasure. So check your pocket change. That one shiny penny could change your life forever. Collectors love the thrill of discovering history hiding in plain sight. Part 13, Protecting Your Coin. If you find a 1986D worth keeping, handle it carefully, never clean it, polish it, or rub it. That destroys value instantly. Use gloves or hold it by the edges. Store it in a coin flip, 2x2 holder, or airtight capsule. Keep it away from humidity and sunlight. Every detail matters when preserving a piece of American coin history. Part 14, The Legacy of the Lincoln Penny. From 1909 to today, the Lincoln penny has survived wars, depressions, and major economic changes. It's the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. The 1986D version stands as a reminder that even a modern coin can carry value, mystery, and historical power. Collectors treasure it as part of a story that continues to inspire future generations. Part 15, Final Thoughts from RF. So next time you see a penny dated 1986 with a D mint mark, don't overlook it. It might just be your golden ticket, a small copper coin worth $898,956 or more. Thank you for joining RF Coins, where we bring you the fascinating stories behind every US coin. If you enjoyed this journey, like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins for more amazing discoveries, rare coin histories, and market updates, your next treasure might be sitting in your change jar right now. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and often overlooked coins in American history, the 1989 Liberty Lincoln penny. You might think it's just a regular 1-cent coin, but this small piece of copper-plated zinc could actually be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Yes, some 1989 Lincoln pennies have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars depending on their condition, mint mark, and errors. So stay with us till the very end, because you don't want to miss how a coin you may already own could be worth up to $898,955 in the current market. Part 2. The story behind the 1989 PNNY. The 1989 Lincoln penny is part of a long and proud American tradition that began in 1909 when the Lincoln cent was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1989, this coin had already seen 80 years of circulation, making it a true part of American life. The 1989 version features the classic design by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's profile facing right, the word liberty beside him, and the motto "In God We Trust" above. The reverse side displays the famous Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, symbolizing strength, unity, and the enduring legacy of America's 16th president. Part 3, where the 1989 pennies were minted. In 1989, Lincoln pennies were minted at 3 major U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, the Denver ones carry a D mint mark, and the San Francisco mint produced proof coins with an S mark. The majority were struck in copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams, while a few rare transitional errors were made on older copper planchets weighing 3.1 grams. Those rare transitional copper coins are the ones that can fetch incredible prices among collectors today. Part 4. The design detail. Let's look closely at your 1989 penny. You'll notice Abraham Lincoln's sharp portrait on the obverse side, facing the right. Behind his neck is the word Liberty, and below that, the date 1989. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial is centered, with the words United States of America above and 1 cent below. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a beautiful detail that connects both sides of the coin. Part 5. Material composition. By 1989, the U.S. Mint had already switched from 95% copper coins to copper-plated zinc coins. The outer layer is thin copper, while the core is made of zinc, giving it a total weight of 2.5 grams. However, due to some minting errors or leftover copper blanks from previous years, a small number of 1989 pennies were accidentally struck in solid copper. Those are the extremely valuable ones, the kind of error that makes collectors' hearts race. Part 6. The rare errors. Watch for collectors love errors, and the 1989 Lincoln penny is no exception. Some of the most valuable examples include double-die obverse coins where Lincoln's features or lettering appear doubled, off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, and broad strikes that appear stretched. There are also rare cases of wrong planchet errors, where the penny was struck on a dime or foreign coin blank. These can be worth thousands of dollars. If you have one of these, your ordinary penny might be hiding an extraordinary fortune. Part 7. The 1989 D Denver Mint PNNY. The 1989 D penny, minted in Denver, is one of the most common versions, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. In high-grade uncirculated condition or with mint errors, the 1989 D can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several thousand. In fact, one 1989 D Lincoln penny graded MS69 read by PCGS sold for thousands of dollars due to its flawless surface and blazing color. So don't underestimate those shiny Denver mint marks, they could mean big money. Part 8. The 1989 P. Philadelphia Mint PNNY. Philadelphia produced the most 1989 pennies, but even among the billions minted, a few stand out. The Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, but high-grade examples with full luster and no scratches can sell for significant premiums. Coins graded MS68 red or higher are extremely scarce and can reach prices from hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on collector demand. Part 9. The 1989 S-Proof PNNY. The San Francisco Mint made the 1989 S-Proof pennies for collectors. And these are known for their mirror-like finish and sharp detail. If you have a 1989 penny still sealed in its original proof set, you're holding a beautiful collector's item. A perfect PR70 deep cameo grade 1989 penny can sell for over $1,000 or more in the current market, especially if it has exceptional color or cameo contrast. Part 10. Market value and recent sales. Now let's talk about the exciting part, the current market value. While most 1989 pennies in circulation are worth just 1 cent, rare varieties and high-grade coins can be worth an incredible amount. Some graded examples have sold at auction for more than $5,000, $10,000, and even higher. The rare transitional copper penny from 1989 has been valued at up to $898,955. Yes, nearly $900,000. Making it one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cents ever discovered. Part 11. How to identify valuable 1989 pennies. To find out if your penny could be valuable, start with a magnifying glass and good lighting. Check the edges for errors, look closely at the mint mark, and observe any doubling in the letters or numbers. Weigh your coin. If it weighs around 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might have the rare copper version. Always handle your coins carefully, preferably with gloves, and never clean them as it can reduce their value drastically. Part 12. Grading and authenticity. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining value. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can certify your 1989 penny and assign it a grade, from circulated to mint state or proof. The higher the grade, the higher the price. A coin graded MS68 or higher is rare, while a perfect MS70 is almost unheard of, and can bring incredible auction results. Part 13. Investing in Lincoln pennies. Lincoln pennies are not just collectibles, they're smart investments. Many collectors build full sets of Lincoln cents from 1909 to the present, and every rare or high-grade coin adds tremendous value. The 1989 penny is part of that history, representing the end of an era before major design changes arrived. If you collect wisely and store your coins properly, their value can increase over time, making this hobby both enjoyable and profitable. Part 14. Storage and CRE. Store your coins in a cool, dry place away from moisture. Use coin holders or capsules to protect them from air and fingerprints. Avoid cleaning, polishing, or rubbing them, as it destroys their natural surface and lowers collector interest. Properly stored 1989 Lincoln pennies can retain their beauty and grow in value for decades to come. Part 15. Conclusion and final THOUGHTS. So there you have it, coin lovers, the complete story of the 1989 Liberty Lincoln penny. From its humble beginnings in the U.S. Mint to its potential value of nearly $898,955, this little coin is truly a hidden treasure. Check your pocket change, your coin jars, and your old collections. You never know what you might find. If you discover a rare 1989 penny, you could be holding a piece of American history worth a fortune. Thank you for watching RF Coins, where we uncover the value of America's money, one coin at a time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins for more amazing stories about US coins, their history, and their true market value. Until next time, keep collecting, keep discovering, and maybe your next penny will be worth a lifetime of treasure.